Alright, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy, Big Wave Guy, and we back here today with some more NBA talk. Now, on Undisputed, we got them talking about the NBA draft that's about to come up, and we actually see Chet Holmgren dropping because the whole time people been having Chet going #1 and Jabari going #2, but now you see him dropping in the mock draft all the way to #3, and Ranchero actually moving up to #2, and Jaden Ivey at #4, according to what these guys are talking about. So we're going to look at and react to the opinions of Nick Wright, Chris Broussard, and Kevin Wiles over there on FS1. Let's get into the clip and see why they think Chet is or should be or should not be the #1 pick in the NBA draft. Let's get it.
I really hope that Chet Holmgren becomes a great player, like a superstar. He's a 7-footer with handles like a guard and moves behind the back, dribbles between the legs, spin moves, things like that off the dribble. He can legitimately shoot the three. He's a great shot blocker, and his build is tiny. So tiny he makes Kevin Durant look burly. He's got a tough attitude. He doesn't back down. I think it'd be great to have another great white American superstar in the league. We haven't had one in decades, but the Magic should take Jabari Smith. I think he has the highest ceiling, but he also is the biggest risk.
So we see Chris Broussard saying all the usual things that everybody says about Chet. He's 7 foot, he can handle the ball like a guard. Now, he can handle the ball, first of all, for a 7-footer, but when we talking about like a guard, you think really he has Kyrie Irving type handles? Like, you think he's gonna shake Giannis? But anyways, he's supposed to be this defensive stopper. He led the league in or NCAA in blocks or whatever. But Nick Wright is gonna actually prove the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody knows, like, even Chris Broussard said he has a high ceiling, but he also has the chance to have the biggest downfall simply because of size. Now, we got to be realistic with the NBA. You just heard him say he wants him to do good. He wants him to blossom and have a great career because it hasn't been a great white American NBA superstar in decades. That's why they rooting for Chet. Like, I didn't say it, he said it, you know what I'm saying? But you can understand why they believing in him so much, because if he was a regular skinny black kid, like, he'll be regular, you know what I'm saying? He'll probably be way more athletic and explosive, so that's how he would be better. Somebody like a Giannis or a KD, they just better athletically. You can't tell me he dribble and score on a Kevin Durant type of level. Even that's the closest player you can compare him to, and he plays center. Kevin Durant like a small forward, bro, like dang near a shooting guard. So, like, he's gonna be a big man. He's not gonna be able to move them feet. We're gonna get into what Nick Wright talking about.
I would bet, and potentially have bet, a sizable amount of money. The top 4 of the draft is going to go Smith 1, Holmgren 2, Paolo 3, and Jaden Ivey 4. I disagree with it because I wouldn't take Chet at 2 either. I wouldn't take him at 1, I wouldn't take him at 2, and I might take Ivy over him at 3. I really like the kid. I just can't ever buy into biggest or smallest ever. Let me amend my take a little bit. I can't believe in smallest ever. Like, big tends to work in sports. Smallest ever is what concerns me, and thinnest is in that same category. His dad played college basketball, was a thin 7-footer whose knees gave out on him. He has been playing high-level basketball for almost a decade now, and he has tried to put on weight. I don't think it's that he's not working hard enough. He lifts weights all the time. In fact, that he eats so much, it's a metabolism thing. And by the way, he comes from a bit of money and he's played big-time basketball, so he's had some opportunities if he wanted to get his body together. And I think he did want to get his body together, and he can't put on weight.
So as you see, Nick Wright is just going to say what the obvious is. He's going to keep it real. Like, yeah, you know, he did his thing. Everybody loves him. Like I said, he was out there protesting and all that. But when we talking about the NBA, we talking about we can't do the smallest ever. And even you heard Nick Wright just say, it's not for lack of trying. This kid lifts weights. His dad played basketball. He was a 7-footer. Knees gave out. I'm talking about, just look at skinny 7-footers. They never work out in the NBA. You can't show one superstar example of this happening. Now, Nick Wright is kept it real all the way, and this is what I've been saying. This is what I agree with. I wouldn't take him 1, 2, or 3. Maybe 4 on the potential, but I'm not taking him in the top 3. I'm taking Jaden Ivey over him. I'm taking Ranchero over him. I don't care how high his ceiling is. He's not going to pan out because he doesn't have the body, and he lifts weight, he eats, he does all this. He's been playing high-level basketball. He's strong, he's confident. He's just too little, and that's just keeping it real. He's too little to be in the NBA. Now, you can draft him. He's not going to have no immediate impact, I feel like. And if he does, he's going to be on a trash team. We're just going to see, though. So, hey, I just wanted to give those 2 opinions because I thought that was interesting. They both made good points. But at the end of the day, they just want to see Chet win because they want another great white American basketball player, which I see nothing wrong with it. If he's the guy, then he's the guy. And they also just know he's a great guy, you know what I'm saying, for all the social injustices he stands up for. But at the end of the day, he don't got the body to be in the NBA. Let's just keep it real. Big wave guy. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We out.
I got no problem, so much clothes, I need 2 closets. This weed I got is too exotic. I turned a dime into a dime. They like, goddamn, you done blew it without me. They like, how the fuck did you do it without me? I'm the real deal, you a carbon copy. I just switched styles and I don't know a stylist. I'm a fucking god, big wave guy, and I got a